Drewy, did you take any offence to Zach yelling out Sully and not Drewy during the team song of the week?
Nah, not at all. I was very grateful that Butsy started yelling out someone else's name, which was good, so happy with that.
What is it, 100 games?
Yeah, obviously something that I'm extremely proud of, and I suppose for me it's just being grateful about the journey that I've had so far, and being able to be at this club for 8 years, and I've still got a couple more to go, but yeah, something that I'm really proud of, and I know my family and all my mates and stuff like that are as well, so yeah, very pumped.
It was a tough start with the foot injury. I mean, having to deal with that took a while for you to make your debut. I mean, was there at one point with the foot injury you thought you might actually have to call it early?
Yeah, there was a little bit of sort of, I suppose, question marks around that and sort of not knowing what was going on, but yeah, I've had so many great people at this club that have sort of supported me and helped me along the journey that, yeah, it's sort of, I suppose, maybe into the player I am today, and it definitely wasn't easy at the start, but super grateful for that now.
What do you learn about yourself from having to go through adversity like that early on, especially as a young guy?
Yeah, I definitely had to lean on some experienced players and I suppose the medical staff as well, so they've been massive for me, and my family and friends as well back home have been great support for me, and yeah, really pleasing to sort of get through those tough times and sort of come out the other end of it.
Everyone wants to sing the song in their milestone games, but what do you make of the challenge of Carlton this week?
Yeah, obviously a great opportunity for us and something that we're really excited about. Obviously the competition is so close at the moment, and these games are massive for our season, and yeah, look, we've got a pretty tough run home, but something that we're excited about and really looking forward to.
How much is that for you?
Kenny said with regards to the bake of the midfield that happened at half time, you know, the season was on the brink a little bit there, and you know, you needed to win that game. Do you feel like that's the case every week now, just given how tight it is and how close things are kind of between about 2nd and 13th?
Yeah, it's super tight and super close, and every game is gonna make a difference at the back end of the season. So yeah, look, obviously I think there's 5 or 6 games to go, but yeah, everyone's important for us and something that we're ready for.
How are you viewing the challenge? Because probably on paper that you're not going to see many teams have a tougher run home than you guys.
Yeah, I suppose you look at it like that, but for us, as I've said, we're just excited about the challenge ahead, and our next opportunity is up against Carlton on a Friday night game, which we're looking forward to, and yeah, it's going to be a good game.
Was there a midfield that got on top of you early in the year at Adelaide Oval? Do you owe them one, and what can you do to make sure that and in particular Paddy Cripps doesn't happen again?
Yeah, I think looking back to that game, it was pretty close for 3 quarters, and they were sort of able to get on top in the last quarter, but yeah, they've got a great midfield and a great team, and it's another challenge for us to step up and yeah, really get the back half of our season going.
You put your hand up, you played a few tagging roles this year. Do you put your hand up for Cripps or Walsh if he's fit?
I'll just sort of see what Kenny reckons, and yeah, happy to do whatever is needed.
We touched on Kenny's back at halftime. Did you guys sort of know that was coming as you're going into the rooms for halftime?
I suppose we didn't know it was coming, but yeah, Kenny obviously saw a few things that he wasn't happy with, and it was probably more around our defensive actions, and yeah, obviously he got a response out of us from half time, and that was a pleasing thing.
What about the other boys, is it, when he talks about defensive actions, the flashy Rosies and Horn Prices? You must have been like, I'm doing my bit.
Nah, not at all. Nah, it was the whole midfield group, so yeah, something that we can all work on for sure.
Going back to you, Drew, I mean, to be in the leadership group, you know, how I guess proud of yourself are you to be, you know, in that leadership group after everything, you know, the start to your career, you know, finding your way in, everything you've done so far?
Yeah, I suppose it's been a bit of a step up this year in the leadership side of things, and I suppose for me it wasn't something that I suppose probably thought would happen, but I've really enjoyed it, and working with a great bunch of boys. We're all new in the positions as well, so and yeah, Connor and Zach have been super this year, so it's been great to work with them. Does
it come naturally to you, or is it something you have to work at, being demanding and natural to the league?
I suppose I think it's something that you can always sort of improve on and learn new things, and I've been able to learn off some great people over the years as well, so that's definitely helped me.
How many tickets have you had to find for Friday night?
Yeah, I've got a few coming down from Warrnambool, so got a fair few family and mates coming down, but yeah, obviously it's going to be a really special game, and yeah, I'm super pumped to have them there as well.
Is that the nice thing about it being in Victoria?
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose for my family and friends, it's a 3-hour drive still, but for them to be able to get there is really important to me as well.
We expect an injury update a bit later, but just have you had many dealings with Todd over the last couple of days and kind of got a sense of where he's at? Is he hopeful of getting up for this week?
Yeah, at this stage, I think Todd's going to be a test for the game on the weekend, and obviously we've got training tonight. So if he trains, or he might do a bit later in the week, I'm not too sure. But hopeful that he can play, and he's definitely important for us.
Do you enjoy the night sessions? How do they kind of sit differently to your usual week-to-week routines?
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a mix-up during the week, and I suppose a little bit of a freshen-up, I suppose. We've done a couple throughout the year, so it doesn't really make a difference, to be honest.
Zach's challenging his fines. I mean, do you feel... what have you made of that? You know, he's got the unwanted title of the most fine player in AFL history.
Yeah, look, it's pretty crazy, sort of the amount of fines that he's copying, and I suppose some of them are his own sort of fault, but there's a few there that are probably questionable as well. And I think, as you said, he's going to challenge the ones from the weekend. So, just interesting to see how he goes, I suppose.
Have you, when you actually get... Do you know how it works? Like, when you get fined, where the money goes to and that?
No, not actually too sure. I think it goes just to the AFL and their revenue, I suppose. I think, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Sure, you go to a community program or something like that.
Yeah, I might be wrong though, but I'm actually not really too sure.
Zach I spoke to Jason earlier, he was saying that he's sort of asking the leaders around him when he sort of crosses that line a little bit to, I think his words were, give him a kick up the arse. What does that look like, do you think, like for a midfield group? Do you have to, is that something you're aware of, if Zach or Jason or whoever just crosses that line? What can you do as a group to sort of support them and get them back to level?
Yeah, I think it's super important. I suppose you sort of named two boys there that are extremely competitive and really want to win, but it's important to not give away too many free kicks or do anything silly. So just having a word with them and making sure they can sort of get back in the game, and I suppose not just sort of focusing on themselves. So that's something that we do regularly, and we've got a lot of great people that can do that.